leading her back and forth, young nigga. Tell me, is it selfish? I'm selfish. Second of the day, swing. We was teams in the basement. 100 V's in the case. Young nigga with a dream, just chasing. Big cake, little nigga, no birthday. Back one for the worst day. Yeah, what I want back then, I was back when I was in the city in my birthplace. Young girl running with the keys to my heart. Shit hard, but my heart so cold that the key wouldn't start. Made a pact to my bosses that if it don't go right, I'ma keep you apart. For the future, it sound loose, but it's truthful. And I ain't stupid. I know you out there looking for something new, but I know you still missing what you used to. Love and lust and sex and trust and nexus. Guess I fucked it up, and yes, I know I will regret the extra stuff. You stop it, that's enough. Y'all know I would take for granted all the things we planted in this life we know was made for us. It's dangerous just to maintain us, baby. I'm the nigga out there. I don't know what was sold to you though, but you know shit different out there. Back then I was on the downtown like I'm living out there. Nigga, these days I be in a new level. New people, new club. Only thing missing is a bad one. Fuck that. Only thing missing, girl, is you here. I've been trying for a dope. Only till it ain't nobody I can fall for. Yeah, then I'm running right back on the low. Got a crack for the low. When you leave, then I'm back in for more, young nigga.
Stop buying third grade Amazon products, man, when it comes to hosting things, man. This damn phone clip cannot stop tilting my damn phone. I'm not doing this on purpose, y'all, I swear. Either way, I'm rolling with it. You know how I am. I like to do things one take and not really have things stop me from doing what I gotta do. But yeah, number 23 was Selfish / York University. I think this track is dope in multiple ways. Just from how the futuristic sounds of this, this beat was just years ahead of the whole game. As well as Tory just kind of like, once again, showing true versatility. Not the fake ones that, these yes sirs, these sheeps, these fair weather fans are hyping him up currently. No. Back then, it was a different mindset. People don't understand. People think it's all about the past. It's all that. No. It's all about the mindset. So, and what people don't get was back then, dude actually wanted to be the greatest artist in the world. Like, talking about being the biggest. That was his motto. And he wasn't about being the most popular, about following trends. No, he wanted to make that happen with his Swavy blueprint. And that's the biggest key to take from this. Like, if y'all really want to support Tory, y'all got to really support his dreams. Otherwise, y'all walking on crushed glasses down, not even looking down to realize what you're stepping on. And that's really his broken dreams. You think I'm joking, man? Yeah. I'm telling you, there's so many ways people will tell you about broken, like how they'll acknowledge their broken dreams indirectly, man. Either they're gonna be like, oh, I gave up on that shit, or it's no point in doing it no more, it's just whatever, be kind of like soul kicking shit. Usually when you get someone that's in that state of mind, you gotta keep putting things out and kind of like give them hard love to really knock them out of their misery, in a sense. So that's the whole key thing behind this, and a lot of these young kids just don't get it, man. And it has nothing to do with this Gen Z millennial bullshit that people will be spreading out there. I can tell people by the quality how they were raised. It's how you was raised, okay? All right. People that are millennials or Gen X are no different from the dumb motherfuckers that are rocking this young generation nowadays. It's all about the real ones that gotta step up and do their thing. There's always gonna be real ones as well as fake ones within each generation. So keep that in mind. And that includes your sheeps, your herds of sheep in the middle, man. I mean, that's why God has his appointed people to really lead that generation. All right. But enough of that. As far as the whole song, I just wanted to get that out, man, because people think I'm being selfish and wanting Tory to cater to me. It's kind of like almost on tune with what this track title is, but it's for a higher, bigger purpose than that. You know what I mean? It's all about getting this man to believe in his dreams once more and really pursue that and really take his time crafting himself like how he once did, how he carefully planned and just kind of did things. Because when he got into his own world in his own zone, this is what you got. And y'all don't understand. It's not about living in the past. This is about getting a preview. For me, this is kind of like, you know what I mean? It's like getting a scent of something like that you've never tasted before, but you're really ready to eat that entree. That's the thing for me. It's like, y'all really want to eat the appetizers. It's like, who the fuck wants to eat fucking carrots and celeries and ranch and say, oh, that's fucking bomb, that's fire, and then fucking leave the restaurant? No, I'm here for the main entree. And motherfuckers don't get that because they got their little stomach appetite. They ain't really hungry for that shit. All right, if Tory's gonna be the chef, I'm looking for him to cook his finest thing. And I know he's definitely got something in that secret recipe book that he's yet to, what's it called? What's the word I'm looking for? Reveal. That was the word I was looking for. Reveal. So I'm looking for to see what he's cooking, man, because I know when he does really get it out there, it's gonna be something that's even more out of this world. So you may think it's high expectations, but here's the thing: he's in his own zone, creates whatever the fuck he really wants, and I'm talking about what he wants, not what y'all want him to make, what to cater to the trends and all that. I'm talking about the music that he himself actually wants to make. There's no doubt in my mind he doesn't give a fucking damn about all this, bullshit that he's been dropping the past 2 years. I have no doubt. You know what I mean? Definitely all for clout at best. You know what I mean? So, but I'm talking about like the real shit, and that's what y'all don't get, really. This isn't about living in the past. This is about smelling something that you've wanted to taste, but you haven't really got a chance to taste the food yet. You already smelled what he was cooking, but you don't really know what it was. That's all it was right here on this song, as well as really on a lot of his mixtapes here. Like, he was just getting started with revitalizing his dreams, man. Really getting it started on his first strongholds, and then I think he took a big hit. Like, that dream took a huge hit after I Told You. I guess it didn't do the numbers it was supposed to or whatever, but then it led to him kind of being like 1 foot in, 1 foot out on Memories Don't Die, and eventually that's when he kind of like was struggling to keep his, I don't even want to say his soul, because that shit sounds so fucking cliche, and at the same time it's like, I don't want to make it sound too fucking deep, because it's not like as if you're actually giving out your fucking soul, but it's like where he was gonna give out his genuinity as an artist. Like, he was struggling with that on Love Me Now. It was one more move and that was it. He was gone. And people are like, oh, we'll never get that Tory back, because it's like as if his soul was snatched by the evil demons of the industry. All that fantasy bullshit. That's not what it is. That's not what the case is here. It's all about him finally realizing, like, he's lost his confidence in his dreams, and that's what's killing him inside. Even if he doesn't show it to all of y'all behind closed doors, yeah, a nigga could think completely different. That's what sometimes y'all don't really think about. You want to be quick to act, quick to talk, this and that, be like, oh, you stupid, whatever. Like, you really don't get it. But either way, of course, you really get to know someone when you talk to them. So don't think I'm assuming that I know everything about Tory. I don't. All right. But I'm also calculating other things that a lot of y'all keep leaving out of the discussion, and that's just ignorance. You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna tell me you're gonna think different behind, like, you gotta understand there's different times when you have a creative mind and you want to do things, how you act with other people compared to how you act on your own. It's kind of like being an introvert. You have to kind of understand that mentality. It's two different things. I mean, you're almost two complete different beings. You could be cool, chill with everyone, but when you're really by yourself and you feel like you in your own zone, you could be on a whole nother fucking level. And that's when you really can make some crazy stuff, because you have no interference, nobody playing past interference, no one trying to jump through your tent and your connection with what you're trying to build. That's what I'm saying. I feel like Tory's having a lot of interference that's really not giving him the clarity that he needs to get his dreams going again. I think he's right around the corner really figuring that shit out. He's gonna really realize that. And I think that's just really the number one thing I have to point out on this vid, because this song right here just represents of what really is to be expected from him. And yeah, the bars are set high, but at the same time it's like, it's achievable for him. It is, so if you think otherwise, well, I don't know what to tell you other than that maybe you shouldn't give up on the boy too soon. Regardless, Selfish/York University is one of my favorite joints by this dude. Hands down, easily, I would say top 3 from Lost Cause. I still feel like there's a few songs that should have been on Lost Cause that I think would have made this. I've mentioned it a couple times, that would have made this mixtape in general probably my favorite Tory Lanez project of all time. But I just, you know what I mean? There's no doubt the amount of power packed into this, from the mixtures of different genres to, just how he kind of like switches off from how he approaches things. And it's not just about him rapping and singing, it's also tempo, how he kind of rocks with it, because sometimes he'll have things slow down, then sometimes he'll speed it up, but at the same time he always found a way to mesh and blend in. That's versatility, you know what I mean? Not this like one take where you have 20 different types of beats and you still sound the same. No. It was all about feeling what was the right mood and all that. And I could definitely tell, like, you could just hear by the ear. It's like, I know this because I can hear by the fucking ear. You know what I mean? And if you think I'm fucking dumb, guess what? You're even dumber, because then that means you could fucking understand this shit too. So calm your fucking boomer ass down real quick and just actually listen. You know, if you really take in melodies and try to understand what is going on, see the journey, feel the vibes. That's really what I'm really most connected with here is the vibes. When you can connect with that, then you can really, really feel like, you know, there's a zone going in here and you can explore something that you've never really felt before in your mind as you're traveling around. It's like this dude essentially is painting the visualization. Like he's really giving life into the world you're looking at it. Because it's like that same saying where like the way how you look at things without music compared to how you look at it with music, it's a whole complete different fucking universe. It's the same thing with Tory's music. Like he made that purpose 1,000 times essential during this time, because you could play this track and it just fits a certain mood, right? Like I'll be driving through the city, downtown LA, and like I'll be seeing some urban buildings here and there, and I'm like, automatically I got something from Tory playing in my motherfucking mind. You know what I mean? Selfish / York University is one of them. It's just it fits the setting, the mood so right. And that's the key thing about music. It's so dope because it's so delicate, intricate. It's worldwide, but at the same time it can be really, really intimate and very specific. What's the word I'm looking for? Meticulous. You know what I mean? So that's the number one thing I just want to kind of point out there. If you watched it this far, hey, nothing but props to you. And you a real one, of course, first and foremost. But that's just really my take, man. I mean, Selfish was just a dope joint where you get that kind of like fast-paced tempo, RPM, you know, and he's singing and then he's rapping on the verses and he comes in and he kills it on the hook. You know what I mean? Love it, love it. It just gives you that feel fast-paced, almost like it feels really cinematic. And that's the one thing I liked about his music too, is it feels very cinematic at times, where it really gets your blood pumping. You're like, holy smokes. That's what Lost Cause kind of felt. And then he switched it up, slowed it down on York University. Everything from tempo to, you know, his, yeah, the way he performed too as well. But like everything slowed down, you know. And there's a heavy influence of reverb. Like Lost Cause is so infatuated with reverb, my nigga. It's crazy. Like Lost Cause indulged with reverb as Wiz Khalifa indulges into a blunt. You know, like every fucking day he gets up. Like that's just how like essential the sounds of, or like really the technician of reverb is in this record, and it shows strongly in this track. You know, York University is so dope. And then he adds a little bit of a delay to his voice. You know, it's like when he does his little falsetto lines. Once again, another track where I feel like it shows his true, you know, singing style and how he can really hit those falsettos lines. You know what I mean? He definitely can do it in his own way 1,000 times better than how I just did it right there. But you get the point. It's just the falsetto comes through so smooth, like delicate, like silky, everything. You know what I mean? Just hits the right tune at the right spot. That's what I'm talking about. That's where really Tory delivers. Like, I'm not gonna really get into it and get this shit turning left field pretty like that bad, but yeah, Tory really knows how to hit the spot like that. Like, a dude could be like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, how to find a needle in a haystack. Like, most people be like, nah, that's impossible. Tory could probably do it 100 times on a fucking road. Like, find that needle in the haystack. Be like, just because he's so intricate and he really is like zoomed in and focused, and then boom, he gets it. You know, and that's the thing. Tory has that drive to get it going. It's just all about rediscovering that once more within himself and get it going again. There's no fucking doubt. Like, once he figures himself out, the whole world is gonna know who this dude is. It's only a matter of fucking time. You know what I mean? So that's the thing I believe in. It's like, y'all really don't know what I'm talking about, because the fact is, y'all way too behind. That's the thing. I think what hurt Tory the most too is that he didn't realize how far ahead he was. He felt like nobody was around him because he probably felt like he wasn't good enough, when it was like he was just so ahead of everyone that he just needed to keep doing what he was doing. Eventually those folks that are way behind you are gonna eventually catch up to you. it's all a matter of time of keeping that going, so that way people will recognize you as a pioneer, rather than coming in and recognizing it too late before, and trying to get back to it, and now people are going to continue to label you as just a trend rider. You know what I mean? It's like you want to get that label off of you ASAP. You did what you had to do the past 3 years to get by financially, all that, the burdens you had to go through. You independent now, dog. This is serious games now. You playing with the real sharks. It's time to get into that mentality once more and get it cracking, bro. That's all I gotta say. This is way too long for a fucking top Trenta track video, but fuck it, I'm gonna leave it how it is, because Selfish / York University is definitely a monumental track in my opinion, and I think it deserves this length of a feature. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. But this is your boy Drew Blue signing out, and I think I'm gonna end it at the 23-minute mark. So I'll see y'all tomorrow. Well, this will be dropping midnight, but I'll see y'all when I do number 22. Catch y'all around.